In this video you see, step by step, how to form an LLC in New Hampshire yourself, directly on the official state portal. The state filing fee is $100, and the whole process takes about 12 minutes. No formation service required. New Hampshire is one of the states where you cannot just walk up and file. The portal is called QuickStart, and it tells you plainly that to create a business you first sign in or create a free account. Free is the important word, it costs nothing. Once you are in, you land on this dashboard, and everything you will ever need is in the menu on the left. One quirk worth knowing before you start. This account has no password. You log in with your user ID, and the state emails you a fresh 6-digit code every single time, so keep the inbox you sign up with close by. 2 choices, and the first one trips people up because of the wording. Domestic does not mean American. It means the company is being created here in New Hampshire. Foreign means it already exists somewhere else and you are registering it to do business here. If this is a brand new company, you want domestic. Then pick limited liability company from the list. Note that professional limited liability company just below it is a different thing, reserved for licensed professions, so do not take it by accident. Here you type the full name, and unlike some states, New Hampshire expects the ending to be part of what you type. The rule is set out right on the page. Your name has to contain a limited liability designation, so limited liability company written out, or the abbreviation LLC with periods, or plain LLC. Ours is Juniper Crest Ventures LLC. Underneath there is a question about a name reservation number. If you have never reserved this name, and almost nobody has, the answer is simply no. Every New Hampshire company needs a registered agent, and the page states the 2 rules that matter. The agent needs a real New Hampshire street address where legal papers can be handed over in person, and the business you are forming cannot be its own agent. Notice the type drop-down offers business as well as individual. If you live outside New Hampshire, and most people watching do, you hire a registered agent service in the state and enter it here as a business. That is what we are showing. A post office box will not do, and the address becomes public record, which is the second reason people prefer a service over their own home. Once you save it, the agent appears in this table as part of your filing, with the office address and the mailing address side by side. Check both lines now rather than later. This is the address the state will use to reach your company for anything serious, and correcting it afterwards means filing a change and paying for it. The small icons on the right let you edit or remove the entry while you are still here. New Hampshire wants your industry as a code rather than a sentence. You choose a broad NAICS category first, then a subcode that narrows it down. Ours is professional, scientific and technical services, and then general management consulting. Now the part that catches almost everybody. Choosing both drop-downs is not enough. You have to press the small add button next to them to actually attach the purpose to your filing. Skip it and the portal will refuse to move on, telling you that at least one principal purpose is required while both boxes sit there looking perfectly filled in. One drop-down, and it decides who is allowed to act for the company. Member managed means the owners run it themselves, which is what almost every small company and every single owner company picks, and it is what we choose here. Manager managed means you appoint someone to run it, which suits you if there are passive investors who put money in but should not be signing contracts. You can change this later, but changing it means an amendment, so it is worth a moment of thought now. Now the second page. Duration first, and you almost certainly want perpetual, which simply means the company exists until you close it. The alternative sets an end date, and that is for a company built for one project with a known finish. Then the email address, and treat this one seriously. It is where New Hampshire sends reminders, including the annual report reminder, so use an address you will still be reading in 3 years rather than one you might abandon. Members are the owners. Pick individual for a person, give the name and an address, and choose member as the title. For a single owner company you appear here once and that is the whole section. If several people own it, you repeat this block for each of them. Then press save on this block specifically. New Hampshire saves each member on its own, separately from the page as a whole, and a confirmation pops up that you have to close before anything else on the page will respond to a click. This is your principal office, which is the company's own address and not the agent's. It may be outside New Hampshire, and it may be outside the United States, so if you run the business from home in another country, this is where that address goes. The page asks for a street address rather than a post office box, though a box may be added alongside one. If your post should go to the same place, tick same as business address and the mailing block fills itself in. This is the end of the form and the end of what we will show you. Read the certification box rather than clicking past it. It says that by ticking it you certify the information is true and that you are affixing your electronic signature, and it names the e-Sign Act and New Hampshire law. In other words, that tick is your signature, with full legal effect. We leave it empty on purpose, because the next steps are yours alone. After it come review and payment, and filing your certificate of formation costs $100. You have now seen every decision the form asks you to make. What is left is your own name and your own card. That was the complete filing. New Hampshire wants an annual report from every LLC, and it costs $100. The deadline is the same for everybody, the 1st of April, so it does not move with your formation date. Miss it and the state adds a $50 late fee on top, and keeps adding pressure until the company is no longer in good standing. For free templates, your operating agreement, EIN guidance, and optional services, visit FreeLLC.us. The link is in the description.